Ooh, this is a good one. I've had heart palpitations. Hi, it's Lisa Joe, your Essential Oil Girl. Today I'm going to talk about heart palpitations. Now, y'all know if you've been following me, we're going to talk about Hashimoto's, right? This is our group. We were doing Hashimoto Life. Hashimoto Life. Welcome to Hashimoto's. So I'm reading different posts off of this Facebook group and I'm sharing my opinion because a lot of this stuff I have been there, done that. I have had Hashimoto's for 38 years on eternity and been, like I said, been there, done that. So this particular person, help, she's got little fire emojis. Has anyone ever had PoTS symptoms from Hashi but went away with healing? PoTS, I was like, what's a PoTS? What's a PoTS? Okay, apparently it's heart palpitations. So I was like, okay, because I was like, well, I'm sure I had PoTS. What the hell's a PoTS? Anyway, moving on. I've had heart palpitation. Heart rate jumps 30 BMB, very technical, when standing, but returns to normal 1 to 2 minutes up at night with palpitations. Sometimes get chest pain, but not too often. Have horrible fatigue during the day. Those are my symptoms, and I know fatigue coincides with Hashimoto's, which she is correct. I'm just praying I don't have PoTS because the rest hasn't been great, and PoTS seems worse to me than Hashi at this point. Okay, so yes, Hashimoto's can cause heart palpitations. Heads up. Whenever I personally, guess what happened to me? My heartbeat got really fast, really fast. And whenever you have Hashimoto's, if you're newly diagnosed, it really does a number. I was gonna say F around, but I didn't want that's a wordy dirt. I didn't want to go wordy dirt because I was like that really is with you. You know what I mean? So with the heart palpitations, whenever you have Hashi, your thyroid goes crazy. Okay, your thyroid is not causing your Hashimoto's disease. Your thyroid is not causing your autoimmune disease, okay? Your thyroid is a symptom of your autoimmune disease. So make sure you know that because your doctor may not tell you that. Autoimmune is caused by your gut. Your gut is messed up, which is causing it to affect your thyroid, okay? So, whenever you have Hashimoto's, unless you find the right doctor and the good treatment, because there is treatment and there is support, especially, and it's all about the gut. They're going to put you on all these different medications, the thyroid medications, et cetera, et cetera. That is a Band-Aid. That is not curing anything. That's just a Band-Aid to take away some of your symptoms, which usually causes other symptoms. So it's very important to find a good doctor. I can help you out with that. I can help you, but message me below. I'll let you know how I'm using because we are having great success. And I also got some downloads and stuff. So click on the link below if you'd like to learn more from me. Anywho, so what happens is with Hashimoto's, you go from your thyroid will go from hyperthyroid, which is super duper fast, and some people just have hyperthyroidism. Hyperthyroidism is usually one of the noticeable things with people with hyperthyroid is they're usually very thin because everything and it makes their heart work harder also. So hyperthyroid is when everything's like on hyper. Well, it's hyper. Everything is going overly fast. That's why most people with hyperthyroid are very thin because everything is working too hard. It's burning everything. It's burning all their energy. It's burning all their nutrients. It's burning everything. Then with Hashimoto's, it will flop on you. You'll be hyper for a few days and you'll feel it. You'll know it. You'll have heart palpitations. My symptoms, whenever I was hyper, my symptoms were my hands would be jitty. I was like, what the? Oh, okay. It's Hashi. A hair falls out. That's a very common symptom for that too. So, but with Hashimoto's, you'll go from hyper to hypo. You'll go from hyper to hypo. It goes back and forth. That's so whenever they give you a medication to help with your thyroid, it does not level off that. You still go from hyper to hypo. There's no fix for that. They're just giving us band-aids because they don't know what to do yet. You got to find a good doctor. I have a good doctor. It's about your gut. I'm going to keep preaching that, especially to new people. Nobody told me that. I just learned that in the last 4 years. I've had this stupid disease for 37, 38 years. Nobody told me it had anything to do with my gut. I knew that if I ate certain foods, right? Pizza, gluten, milk, that I would have flare-ups. But it didn't connect to me that it was all about the gut. I don't know why it didn't connect with me, so hopefully it'll connect with you that everything you eat is affecting your Hashimoto's. We have to get our gut repaired, and you got to find a good doctor to help you do that. Anywho, so with this poor girl having all these heart palpitations, and what happened to me was the doctor, because they don't seem to understand, which is incredible to me. They don't seem to understand that these things are connected to your Hashimoto's, to your autoimmune disease. So I ended up having to take a beta blocker. I don't even know what it was. Some kind of medication for your heart to slow down your heartbeat, which is ridiculous, y'all. But I don't know. There's got to be a better way. So there's a good chance this girl's going to go to the doctor, and there's a good chance she's not only on, because this happens to all of us, right out the gate, before you even get diagnosed, they're going to have you on an antidepressant because they think you're crazy. They think you think you're crazy, and you do think you're crazy because nobody will give you any answers. So you're going to be on an antidepressant. 99% sure they got you on antidepressant. Yep. My doctor just recently got me off an antidepressant, and I did not think I didn't think that was something that I could do. And it was hard, but I am off antidepressants, and I am fine. I'm fine. I thought it was hereditary. I thought, this is it. My dad, my grandmother, everybody had the symptoms, and so I just was, anyway, antidepressant, and they're going to have you on some kind of thyroid medication. They don't know which one will work for you. They're going to try this one and this one, and none of them's going to work. None of them's going to work until they start working on the gut. But they'll play with it, and they'll convince you that you feel better when you're taking this particular one. My personal experience. I'm off my thyroid medications right now, actually, and I'm fine. I feel fine. I'm doing the same. We're working on my gut. I don't feel any different than when I was on them, outside of whenever I was on them. There are all kinds of side effects. Okay, so, soapbox tonight. Okay, so antidepressant, some kind of thyroid medication they're going to have you on, and if you have heart palpitations, they're going to put you on a heart medication that slows your heartbeat down. What? Y'all. So now, not only do you have Hashimoto's, thyroid issues, right? Going hyper, because whenever you go hypo and you're taking this medication for your heart that's slowing down, we got a problem. We got a problem. We got to have better doctors. We got to have better understanding. So just be cautious because that's what's going to happen. And whenever they put you on medications, and you know this, if you get put on a prescription medication, there's a good chance that the side effects from the medication are going to start causing havoc with everything else, which again, we're supposed to be taking care of our guts. We're supposed to be healing our guts. And whenever we're adding all this other medication to it, our guts are going like, I don't even know what to do now. I don't even know how to help you anymore. So, okay, that's all. Yes, heart palpitations are normal. Should you get on a heart medication? I don't know. You do you. I just don't know. I don't know. I know that there are good doctors out there. I have one, like I said, I would be happy to share. And he does it online, so you can be anywhere in the United States, and you can do a Zoom call with this man and go from there. Everything's natural. He doesn't do any of this weird medication. Everything is natural. So just be prepared and make an educated guess. If you have the palpitations, do some research. There's a lot of natural options. Like I said, I do doTERRA, which is essential oils, and they have some fabulous vitamins that really have supported me with my Hashimoto's and autoimmune disease. So reach out to me if you want that information. There's essential oils that I bet would help with that. Now, I actually use one for anxiety whenever I have flare-ups of anxiety that it works like a dream. It works like a dream. I wouldn't have believed it, but it does. I did not think that something natural that doesn't harm my body could support me. So if you're that person and want to try something that's not a prescription, that's not got side effects, reach out. I'm your girl. I can get you started with that. All right. So heart palpitations, PoTS symptom, PoTS, PoTS. Isn't that a song? Chitty chitty bang bang, Mr. PoTS. All right. All right. Love you guys. I will talk to you soon, and don't worry, we got this. Don't panic. Yes, it's normal. Just don't panic. Just ask more questions. Do research. There's wonderful YouTube videos. There's a couple Facebook groups that really you can ask questions, and there is usually somebody on there that actually has an answer if you prefer medication. And if you want to try natural things, I've got a few things that you can try there too. So you've got all kinds of choices. Just do a little research before you get put on heart medication. Research the heart medication before you get put on it. There's your sign. I'm just saying what are they trying to do to us. All right, love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye. Boop.